We just heard Saurabh Bharadwaj of the Aam Aadmi Party saying that, names were discussed in this meeting. Tomorrow there's another meeting, and that's when we're expecting Arvind Kejriwal to resign as well, meeting the LG. But there have been several names that have been doing the rounds, whether it is Mrs. Sunita Kejriwal, Saurabh Bharadwaj himself, who just briefed the media. There's Kailash Gehlot. There is Atishi, who remains the top frontrunner as well. Who is being made the next Delhi Chief Minister?
Well, this is obviously a decision that the PSC will decide. I mean, this is a meeting which is obviously very crucial, not just for Aam Aadmi Party leaders, but also for the Janta of Delhi, for the people of Delhi, because it is this next chief minister who is going to obviously, take on the reins, from Arvind Kejriwal ji and obviously work for the party line, work for all things Aam Aadmi Party for Delhi. But that being said, whoever becomes the next CM, the crucial thing at this point in time is the fact that this is a party that has not bowed down to the BJP. This is a party that will still remain to fight and do what it takes to not only prove themselves innocent. I mean, the trial is yet to start. We still have another minister, Dr. Satendra Jain, who is not even granted bail as yet. But then we're very sure that just like every other minister, be it Manish Sisodia ji, be it be Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh ji, Dr. Satendra Jain will also be granted bail. But that also being said, the fact that CM did not choose Manish ji because Manish ji himself did not, step up and said that he's going to be the next chief minister. The fact that these people are ready and willing to fight an election today, we are demanding an election in November. If that is what it takes to get the, the bharosa of the Janta back, the trust of the Janta back.
Zariwala, many observers say that the Aam Aadmi Party wants early elections in November, and Arvind Kejriwal deciding to step down has a lot to do with the fact that they want to ride on the sympathy wave after his arrest.
If that was in fact the case, he would have tendered his resignation while he was in jail for 177 days. The fact that we are not going to listen to the BJP and not work according to their whims and fantasies when they kept demanding resign karo, and now when the CM has finally decided to step down and resign for the greater interest of the Aam Aadmi Party, for the greater interest for the people of Delhi, the Haryana elections just around the corner, it is the same BJP who is now speculating as to who the next CM is going to be. I mean, Mr. Kejriwal is known for being a political mastermind. This is also a master stroke that is being played out by Arvind Kejriwal ji. This is not about sympathy. It is about the trust of the people of Delhi. It is about those people who have voted him not once, not twice, but thrice back to power. This is the second time he's tendering a resignation. If you remember the last time around when the similar thing happened, we saw how in much greater numbers and margins Arvind Kejriwal ji came back to power. This is a CM who has been on the ground, worked for the people of Delhi.
And Huda Zariwala, then what does it say about the trust that the people of Delhi then put in Arvind Kejriwal? The fact that he resigned earlier, he's offered to resign once again. What does it say about the trust that Delhiites put in Arvind Kejriwal, which is perhaps breached again and again when he announces his resignation?
Absolutely not. In fact, it is otherwise. The fact that this is a chief minister who is willing to go, out there, face the BJP, face every single allegation that is thrown against him, fake allegations at that, willing to fight that, willing to contest an earlier election, only goes on to show that this is a man who knows what he's talking about. He knows that the Janta of Delhi trusts him. He knows for a fact that if today we are to contest the elections in November, this party is going to come back in absolute majority. BJP knows not only did the people of Delhi, in a way, throw them away from the MCD, but also in this, the very fact that Haryana election is going on where Aam Aadmi Party is contesting in a very big way. The fact that the Delhi election is just on the corner, even if they happen in February, it is Aam Aadmi Party who's going to sweep this election and in all likelihood win 70 of the 70 Vidhan Sabha seats in Delhi. And also the fact that this is one CM who has...
Okay, Huda, before I get Shikhar Rai to respond to you, Before I get Shikha Rai to respond to you, Huda Zariwala, let me go across to my colleague Tejashree, who had been tracking this PAC meeting, which has happened in the national capital. Tejashree, that meeting now getting over. What are the details? Any leads on who the next Delhi Chief Minister would be? What all transpired in that meeting? Get us all that you know right now.
Well, yes, the meeting ended just a few minutes back from now, and in fact, what we are being told is that all the PAC, most of the PAC members were there in this particular meeting, but there is no speculation or no guessing by the ministers or the PAC members so as to who will be the chief minister or who are in the race or who are the front runners for being the chief minister of the national capital. The reason being is that because one-to-one meeting was held, all the ministers, all the PAC members, I beg your pardon, all the PAC members met Arvind Kejriwal personally one-to-one, and to him they put their point of view, their opinion, and that is why as of now there is no clarity so as to who will be the next chief minister or even the front runners, as in fact Saurabh Bharadwaj also gave a soundbite right now, and in fact while speaking to media he also said the same thing, that there was the one-to-one meeting of all the PAC members, number one, and number two, he also highlighted the fact that this was just the first level of the meeting. This was the primary level. The secondary level of the meeting will be held tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. where all the MLAs are invited. So that is the legislative party meeting that is all set to take place tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. And post that, Arvind Kejriwal has got time from LG at 4:30 p.m. where he will be, where he is expected to tender his resignation as announced. Back to you.
All right, Tejashree, thank you very much for joining us at the moment and getting us the latest of what transpired in that meeting. Of course, for our viewers, we will keep getting you the minute-to-minute updates on these political developments that are happening in the national capital. Let me go back to my guests on the broadcast.